All right, beautiful people. So I think we live. We got a new setup. I think we live, family. Shout out to all the beautiful people out there who's gonna watch this video. Peace and love to the family out there. As you can see, we have the beautiful wife who is currently in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and it's the unapologetic nomads here. Now today, oh yeah, before I even get started, I introduced the beautiful wife. You got anything you need to say, Mickey?
Yes, just peace, love, light, and positive energy going out to everybody out there who is tuning in and those who are gonna catch this later. Yeah,
Definitely,
always good to have you guys show up and check in on us. Definitely.
definitely. So we want to let some more people come in the room. Go ahead, Mickey, talk real quick because I want to get my headphones so I can make sure everything is cool.
Testing,
All right.
testing. Yeah, how's everybody doing out there? I hope all is well and everybody's doing good. He's checking on everything, making sure everything is. Make sure that the sound. Let us know if the sound is clear. Everything is good. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up if everything is clear. Anybody in the chat, give us a thumbs up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, peace and love to all the beautiful
Good.
people. So today we're talking about what's going on in Tanzania. Um, if y'all see white stuff on my face, it's because I'm sitting on this leather couch and it's like peeling. Yeah, so it's not no nose candy. Don't think it's that. I don't mess
Oh
around with
no.
that. Yeah, because I was on live on Twitter the other day and I had all this white stuff. I'm like, what is this? And it's coming from this couch. But anyway, um, shout out to everybody who's in the room: Tracy Delgado, Rich King, Acorn. Yeah, we gonna get into it today, and this is actually a serious topic,
It is.
and we're really worried about what's going on in Tanzania. So let me plug this in and see if I can hear everything.
I
All
hear
right.
you clear.
Okay. Cool.
You clear.
All right.
I'm just
I
trying
ain't
to.
gonna mess with this.
I'm checking it on my other device. There we
All
go.
right. So yeah, family. As y'all know, or if you don't know, it was a uprising in Tanzania with the elections. I really don't get into too many African politics and things like that because I don't like when people get into our business over here. So
Right.
I don't know what's going on. Truthfully, like I mean, I know I'm gonna play some videos so we can show it and see what's going on out here and see what people are saying. Matter of fact, let me play that now. Yeah, so we can see what's going on here, family. All right, 1 second.
Have just occupied an airport in Tanzania, and they are saying no leader is going to escape from Tanzania. All of them must face the wrath of the citizens in Tanzania. At the same time, there is no internet in Tanzania, and the president of Tanzania is pushing the broadcasting committee to announce the results as fast as possible, declaring her as the president of Tanzania. And the people in Tanzania, especially in the capital Dar es Salaam, are on their streets. They are occupying everywhere, including the airports, ensuring that nobody escapes. The people in Tanzania are very angry with their president. This is after he arrested all the opposition leaders and all the eligible candidates and decided to vie for presidency against herself. There is no internet in Tanzania as I'm speaking right now, and there is a lot of protest in their streets, and they are saying that which was conducted was not election. Tanzania must be democratic.
Real quick, yeah. So as you can see, so what he was saying is that so it's election time. I guess one of the candidates was locked in jail for something he said about the current president, and it was something that happened to the other guy who was he couldn't run or something. They wouldn't let him one guy run because of what he said or something like that. So people were upset about that. I know that the current president, Samina Suluhu, she was elected the president because there was nobody to run against, and people like really did like an uprising and a lot is going on right now. It's so much that hold on, I'm gonna play another video real quick, family. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna play another video so we could get a better understanding what's going on. All right, 1 second. I know this is a tad, it might be a smidget bit janky, but 1 second, family. This is actually working on a new program here. All right, here we go. I think this is it here.
These were the scenes in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's biggest city, on election day. People took to the streets infuriated by the exclusion of the main opposition candidates from the presidential race. The number of injuries and reported deaths are still unconfirmed. Amidst the media blackout and the shutdown of internet and phone services, it was difficult to monitor the situation. People tore down election posters, attacked police stations, and destroyed ballot boxes. Reports of protests in other parts of the country also emerged. Tanzania's ruling CCM party has been in power since independence, and President Samia Suluhu Hassan is basically running unopposed. Tanzania's main opposition leader, Tundu Lissu, is in jail facing treason charges over remarks he made while pushing for electoral reforms. His party was barred from elections. Human rights groups documented arrests and disappearances of...
Yeah, so this is all fair use. I just want to say that because I don't want to get no strike for this video. But as you can see, it's a lot going on.
Government critics prior to the elections. As protests continue, Amnesty International has urged authorities to not use excessive force against protesters.
All right. So as you can see, family, this has been going on for a few days. And the thing that has us really worried, now I don't want to get into politics over there.
Right.
But the thing that has us worried is that we've been calling our people, calling our family, trying to, messaging them, Instagram. We've been doing this for the past, since this been going on, because we hear about it and we were trying to get some more information about what's going on. But we can't even reach nobody. It's like a whole internet blackout right now. You know what I mean? And this whole situation, like I did a live last week where I was talking about like the video was, what would I rather choose to live in, Africa, or do I like to live in Africa or America better? And I chose America because I was saying, just like a situation like this, like something could just jump off at any time. You barely speak the language, you don't know what's really going on or the rumblings because nobody's telling you anything. And it's like, and now you stuck in the country, and we got family over here. We got people, we got people over there who's like family. You know what I mean? And we can't even get in contact with them because the internet is down. So we don't know what's going on, family. Now, babe, did you get in contact with anybody over there?
No, I'm a bit worried. I have now contacted a total of 5 people with no response. My prayers go up and out for all of our friends and family who are there. We don't know what's going on, so we just pray for their safety. And so I have called and texted a total of 5 people that I know just off the rip right now that we're really close to, with no response. So I think it's because the internet is down. So that's kind of telling me something. There's no way these particular people would not contact me back. I've texted and called and used WhatsApp. So definitely we pray that they're safe wherever they are. And my prayers go out at Rich King 4567, who says, my mother is jammed up out there. Wow. I pray that your mother is okay. And shout out to Tracy Delgado, who's in the chat. Georgette, hello family. Yes, I'm worried because I cannot get in touch with my friends. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
I just pray everybody's okay.
Yeah, and the thing about it is for a long time, Tanzania has been known as like the peaceful country. Like out of all the countries, like Tanzania is like one of the most peaceful countries. And
that's what hurts. I've never seen this. Yeah. It's always one of those places you choose to say, I got to go there. I got to visit. I want to visit and see it. It's so beautiful. It is godly beautiful. It is beautiful. But I've never known it to be like that, what's happening now. So we just, pray for peace and things to just settle, and our friends and family to be okay, and yours as well. Those of you out there who are worried and can't even contact them to see what's going on. So,
Yeah. So what's it say with the embassy?
Well, the embassy that hit my phone too. So I was like, whoa, let me find that. The U.S. Embassy advises citizens. Hold on, let me get to that's the title. U.S. Embassy advises citizens in Tanzania to shelter in place due to countrywide violence and demonstrations. So it's ongoing countrywide demonstrations that have resulted in violence and roadblocks. The unrest stems from protests over the results of the recent presidential and parliamentary elections, which opposition supporters have denounced as a sham. So that's what's in with the alert that came out from the U.S. Embassy, advising the U.S. citizens that are abroad living in Tanzania. So there's travel by road is considered. There's a risk there. The internet is down. It's blocked in some areas. Many international flights have been canceled. Citizens are advised to confirm their flight status by telephone before traveling to the airport. And there are also curfews that are in place locally. There are curfews that may be in effect right now in Tanzania. They're also advising the citizens to shelter to where you are, stay where you are, remain indoors in a secure location, and avoid getting involved in the protests and the crowd. Stay out of the crowd, stay out of the way. People are handling what they have to do. That's their country, and they're doing what they need to do, what they feel they need to do. And they're advising them to monitor media and communications to stay kind of abreast of when things change, when they can get in contact with others. Yeah. So that hit my phone earlier today or this morning. Yeah.
Man, that's something. So I did put a link in the chat. So if anybody has any other information and you want to share it, you could definitely hit the link and holler at us and let us know what's going on.
And if someone is out there who does have, so it looks like what they're saying is in certain areas the internet has been cut. So you could be in an area where it's okay. So if you can reach out and let people know what's going on in your area so that people can check on their family or just kind of figure out ways to communicate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard it's not just Dar es Salaam where like the uprising. It's like
everywhere.
A lot of places like Arusha,
up north, Arusha, everywhere.
It's in a lot of places. And the thing about it is I don't know how the expats are doing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how any of the expats are doing. I don't know if I don't. We don't know nothing, family. We've been trying to contact people, and it's just been crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy. But I'm grateful that that we actually came over here, and I think right now the way the world is going for us here in America, it's probably best for us just to stay right here. Like, don't be trying to move to these other countries because you never know what could jump off right now. It's just not the season for that. You know what I mean? Plus, we got stuff we have to handle here. So I have to say that again. Like, if you were thinking about moving abroad to Africa and all these countries, check the temperature out there, family. And sometimes it's hard to check the temperature because a lot of times, and this is my experience, when you in Africa, people like the locals there, whatever country you in, they're not going to tell you the bad stuff that's going on. They're not going to tell you the undercurrent, revolution that's about to jump off in the country. You know what I mean? Because they want to make things look like everything is good. They want you to feel comfortable, and they don't want to like put a highlight on the bad stuff going on in their country. So a lot of times we have no clue what's going on. You know what I mean? So I would say definitely check the temperature out there. And moving abroad right now is just not the ticket right now, because we the same stuff going on here is going on in these other countries, and there's even like more. You know what I mean? It's even more in these other countries. We don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's better just to stay right here where you at and
Right.
handle business here in America like we got to handle business, because we got stuff we got to handle here.
Right. I definitely want to say, thanks for the info or the update. That was Candidate 2913 in the chat said Zanzibar has no internet either, so they're even without internet. Because I did contact a good friend over there as well, and I haven't heard back from her. But thank you for the update, and thank you to Judith Johnson for the super chat. Thank you so much. That is much appreciated. Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, definitely.
So just patiently waiting. I keep checking my phone. There's no responses. Like when you do WhatsApp and you get the 2 check marks, at least it went through to the phone. You get the 1, that's just you sent it. It didn't reach yet. So I have only gotten 1 check mark for all the people that I have sent messages to so far. So just waiting.
Yeah, and I've been sending through Instagram. I've been hollering at my people just everywhere in Tanzania, and I haven't got nothing. So that internet shutdown is real. All we could do right now is pray for our family and loved ones, and just hope that everything comes together over there some way, somehow. From what I was hearing, a lot of the I would say parliament people, if you will, that are a part of a certain party. I'm hearing that a lot of them flee the country, went to different areas. Kenya,
Wow.
they went to different countries. I'm hearing even the president who just been elected again, reelected, even left the country. So, this right here is like a worst nightmare for like a traveler caught in a situation, because when you over there in these situations and you don't know what's really going on, and you don't speak the language, and nobody's really telling you what's going on, it's like, it's a scary situation, family. Like it's really like a nightmare, if you will.
And
You know what I
we
mean?
never expected anything like this to happen in Tanzania. It was just always so peaceful. Always so peaceful. As a matter of fact, the name Dar es Salaam means the haven of peace. That's what it means. I never thought that something like this would happen, but so that's why we always say visit a place, ask questions, make friends with locals, and so that you can get the ins and outs of what's going on, or what's really going on. Because how we said in some talks a long time ago, how we sometimes romanticize places and think that it's just the newfound, I don't know, a great place, but and it's not talking bad down about any place at all, but just to get the facts on what's happening. It's always good to make connections and to form relationships with locals so that you can ask real questions and to find out what's really going on. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's definitely good to ask questions if you over there. Now another thing, if you plan on being in a country in Africa, if they're having their elections, get out of there. Because some of those elections is when all of this kind of stuff goes on. This is not like new when it comes to like elections in Africa. Because I remember when we were in Rwanda, Uganda had an election and it was crazy, and we were like, man, it's intense over there, and Uganda and Rwanda are right, they're right next to each other. But if you are going to Africa, don't go during election season. The same, like if you plan on going to Jamaica, don't go during hurricane season. Like, we have to start thinking ahead with our travels. If you travel, always plan and think accordingly. Don't just go on a whim, but see what's going on first. And that's the best advice I could give. Always trust your gut. Like, I can't say I knew this was going to happen, because I didn't know this was going to happen, but the energy I felt was a different energy that I felt in Tanzania. Like I said, in one of the lives I did like last week, I was saying how when the Marine general, uh, when he said that about Ibrahim Traore, when he said that he was using the gold to protect his people and all that, like the whole of Africa was like upset about that, you know. And I was in Tanzania at the time, and when that happened, I seen the energy shift. Like they like, yo, who's this guy? You know, like this, you know, like who you know, it made me feel a little uncomfortable how people were looking and acting, because it was like, you know, if something was to go off or something was to happen to that man, you know, they'll take it out on us. You know, they'll take it out on the Americans that are there, because that American general said that. You know what I mean? Like, we can't go out and be thinking that we're something we're not, you know. Like a lot of people embrace the African, you know, that they have, you know, and you go to Africa and think like, oh, you know, I'm African, you know, and things like that. I'm just like these people, but they don't look at you like that, family. The majority of people don't look at you like that. You are American, fam. So act accordingly and just know that you always have to check the temperature in the room, check the energy wherever you at and whatever you doing.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? And just make sure you're safe. As far as moving to these different countries right now, it's just not the time, fam. Right now is not the time. Maybe 2020, 2021, 22 and all that. But right now is just not the time.
Right.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Right. And someone said, who is this? Rich King 4567 said Diamond Platinums and Zuchu, the musicians, had to leave also. So it's a lot of people that had to leave and get out of there.
Yeah, everybody who was backing the president, it's like people were coming after those people. From what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing online, like people were coming after those people. That's why Diamond Platinums had to leave, because he was bigging up the president over there. You know, a lot of people are fleeing the country because their lives are in danger. I heard 700 people, and it's probably more, got killed. You know, and we don't know how. We don't know if it was, you know, we don't know. We just know that that's the number they gave us. 700 people passed. So we got to keep our family and our people in prayer over there. We don't know what's going on. Sometimes when you try to jump out the frying pan, you get right into the fire, family. So let's be careful about that. And moving on, you know, now we know we have to really check the temperature out here in these countries, because we never know what's going to happen. We never know what's going. Things can happen at any second. You know what I mean?
That's true.
At any second, something could happen.
And Bernie Mills says the grass is not always greener on the other side. Even if your own grass is dry and brown, at least it's familiar and you know your way around it. That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah, that's true.
You know your grass. You know how to water your grass to bring it back. You know what it needs, the nourishment, all that stuff. You know, so and like even here at home, you know, just like a lot of people are saying, I didn't know that was going on over there. So it's kind of the same way when people are abroad and you just hear little things, you really don't know what's going on in your own country. You know, your feet have to be on the ground. It could be totally different from what you think or what you're hearing, you know, so definitely you got to stay connected with people who have their feet on the ground, people who are there.
People who will let you know what's going on.
People won't let you know. The real
you know
people.
What I'm saying? People who let you know like what's going on. Because you know, I had no clue like it was this intense. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the government and things going on. Now, people were saying things like my good brother Zola, who's over, I can't get in contact with him. He was telling me some things like, you know, what was happening with the opposition leader who was in the prison and things like that. He was telling me that, but I did not grasp how serious the situation was then. You know, I'm just thinking like, oh, all right, he's locked up, you know, whatever, you know, but it was some stuff going. It's some stuff going on there, and it's like a lot of people. I've seen thousands of people in the streets in these videos, and it's like, man, it's really a uprising. The same way Kenya was doing it, it's like they're doing it in Tanzania, and it's like a big revolution going on in Africa, And I'm not, and for the people who I guess want more in Africa, I mean, it's a good thing for them, but.
It's you're right. You said it right, because I also I was need to check on some friends in Nepal. I've been to Nepal. It's happening there. It's happening in Madagascar.
Yeah.
Seriously, this is happening all over Madagascar, Morocco. It's so many different places where this is happening right now in real time. So change, people wanting change, for whatever the reasons are, it's their reasons. This is what is happening, and it is very real.
Yeah. Has anybody in the chat been to Tanzania? If you have, holler at us, let us know what's up. You know what I'm saying? And how your experience was. Cause I would have never guessed like something like this would happen. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if their phones are working, because it's like some of our people live like 2 hours away from like the airport, and if they have to go to the airport, or if they have to do something, like they can't even call no Uber. Like it's like everything is shut down. If the internet is shut down, you can't do nothing. I knew a brother, like we interviewed the one boy who he got married to a Tanzanian, and he works online. Like that's what he does. Like he can't even work. I don't even think he had time to tell his job that, what I'm saying, what's going on. So
you forget about that
right now. You know what I mean? It's
so you
crazy.
working,
But
you living abroad? Go ahead.
Yeah. But I do feel for, everybody who's affected about this. And I just want the best for the country. I want the best for Tanzania.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm not talking politics, but I just want the best for Tanzania, for Kenya, for all of those countries. I want the people to get what they deserve, get what they need. If they're working hard, they should be getting paid what they deserve, or whatever the case may be. I don't know the issues over there, but I just hope everything comes together the way that it should. And hopefully within this week or next week, we could hear from at least somebody who could tell us what's up.
Yeah. So definitely, if you checking this out, if you check it out after we get off of here, just leave some comments underneath this video. Let us know, give us some updates if you're able to get in contact with anybody, so that we can what to do, what steps to take, or at least we'll know what's going on and everybody's okay. So
yeah.
And for all of you who have friends and family over there, our prayers, because we're worried. I'm just worried about my good friends and family, and some of them are American, some are Tanzanian, some are from all over the place. So sad. I am worried about everybody that I am connected to, that I am close to. Life is precious, and I just want everybody to be okay. And I pray that the country finds a way to kind of find solutions to whatever the problems are. Definitely. It's not our position to tell people what to do, what not to do. That's not my country. I don't know what's going on, so I can't speak on what I don't know. So I just pray that everything levels out. Somebody's saying, I think it's spiritual. This is Golden Heart. And it just
shout out to Golden Heart.
Shout out to Golden Heart. It could be, so we are just praying for things to come to, some kind of point where things can be settled and problem solved for the people, for the good of the people.
Yeah, definitely. And I most of the Tanzanians, we know they love their country. They always talk high about their country. They love their country. So, the passion that a lot of people have for their country, when this going on, it's man, this thing had me up all night, just like really worried about our people over there. And when I say our people, I'm talking about our people from here and our people who actually live in Tanzania, from Tanzania. Because I look at those as my people too. They really looked out for us when we were over there. They really looked out for us and showed us a wonderful time. They built the Unde apartments and was really doing a lot for us. And we definitely appreciate our friends and family over there. And we're truly grateful. And I just hate to see this, but if it's the right thing and it should be happening, and if it's better for the country, then hey, I'm with it. But it is what it is, man. I just hope our people safe over there at the end of the day. Yeah. And if you want to holler at us, you could. I put the link in there. If you have a spiel, if you have some information you want to share with us, the link is in the chat, family. Yeah. So I'm gonna read some of these. See, I have never been through nothing like that before. I have a good time at Tanzania 2021.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a beautiful time to be there. Yeah. And that was when the president Magufuli was still president, and it was a different energy there. It was a really good energy, and not saying it's not a good energy now with what's going on, but it's different. It's a different energy. When we were in Tanzania the last time, it was different energy than what it was when Magufuli was president. How you feel about that? How you think?
Every time I've ever gone to Tanzania, it was peaceful. I always have a great time. I was kind of saddened when we left, but then, happy when I got home here because I was missing Ayla, missing our family. And so it's good to be back home. But I've never had a bad time. I've always enjoyed myself when I visited or was in Tanzania. So I can't say I've had a rough time at any point. That is the first country we actually visited or the first country on the continent we visited. And that was in 2016. That is the first country on the continent. And I always said we would come back, and we did.
Yeah.
We remained there for almost a year, our last time recently, and was taking trips back and forth in between. So I always had a great time. So I've never seen this before. This is new to all of us. I think I've never seen it like that.
This is new to Tanzania. This is new to them. This ain't even new to. This is a new occurrence to Tanzania because Tanzania has always been known as a peaceful country, and nothing really goes on there. People don't really say nothing bad about the government or anything like that. But I guess everything has to change. Everything changes. So, we're just here giving prayers and optimism to our people who is over there right now. Sparkle said, I was in Dar es Salaam and just got back in June. My trip to go back was delayed. I'm so grateful to be back in GA right now. I pray people find safety and find peaceful resolution soon. Yeah. And I'm hurt because our neighbors. Now, when we were in Tanzania this last time, our neighbors at the Unde apartments, they were there, and then they left and went home. They had to handle some business at home, so we didn't see them because by the time we left, everybody was gone. But then my wife just told me that they went back, so I'm like, man,
I talked to them,
and I'm talking about Jennifer and Mom.
So I'd stay in contact with people, so, you see us on here, but we're very genuine. Like people we make connections with, do believe they're in my phone. We stay in contact and make sure we're good. We all keep in contact and make sure that everything is good. We need anything, so we make a real connection. That's a real connection for life. So I'm just really worried. I keep checking my phone, but I know that I feel that everybody is okay, but I just want to hear that text. I want to see that text. Or I want to hear that phone call.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said thinking about Tim Ford and his wife. Yeah, they definitely are strong advocates over there in Tanzania. And that's what I'm saying. They always talk about because when I see him, he's always talking about the bad stuff going on in America. And it's like, you got all this rumbling up under there where you at. And it's like, your situation ain't better than what's over here on some real talk. But hopefully they're doing good. And I'm not trying to smash on them, but hopefully they're good, man. Hopefully everybody is good over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm just saying that like with someone in the chat said earlier, like the grass is not always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
So we're Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Our country is going through a lot right now. So, you
Right.
know, it's up to us to stay here and handle business and
Mm-hmm.
not run to any other countries
Right.
and try to just leave it. Because even like if I'm in Tanzania and it's peaceful there and there's some stuff going on here in America, you know, like I'm not gonna feel right. I got my mom, my dad, like I need to make sure they cool, you know. So you know, I wouldn't want to be living in peace, and I know my people is just living in turmoil and it's a war going on. No, like I'm here with my people. Like I got to be here. If we gonna go through something as a country, we gonna go through together. I'm not fleeing and doing all of that. We right here, family. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's how I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I had a beautiful time. This is Georgetta Pinnock. I had a beautiful time in Dar. The Tanzanians treated me like I was their mama with respect. Yeah,
Of
definitely.
course. Absolutely. They're beautiful people. Awesome. Awesome. We've always run into just very nice people, very helpful, very kind. So nobody's saying anything bad about them. You know, this is just the time they're going through right now. This is just something that is happening. This is what they're going through right now. This is reality. And I think a good point that King Nomad made was like thinking about home and how people sometimes make comments about home here in America. I think this shows us that problems could happen anywhere in the world, anywhere on earth, where even if you think it's a peaceful place, things can happen, you know, and it just teaches us to be thankful what we have, with what we have, where we are, because things can happen, and that's the truth, you know, out of nowhere. So yeah, so this kind of it hit me hard because I'm like, whoa, Tanzania, whoa, but then yes, it can, it's possible, you know, and it's not even wishing anything negative or anything bad. It's just to show you that be thankful for what you have, where you are. There's nothing, you know, we have, you know, sometimes we think we have it bad and then somebody has it even worse. You know, I know that's kind of cliche, but when you think about it like that, it's like, wow, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Definitely. Heart and Soul 143. Shout out to you, family. We ain't see you in a minute. Shout out to you, family. You just said it. That is why I came back from Kenya. I couldn't enjoy my life there if my
Mhm.
family is here in America in turmoil. And that's such a true fact because
Mhm.
it's no way I could be happy if my people are suffering, family. At the
Right.
end of the day, it's no way I could be happy
Mhm.
and I know my people are suffering
Mhm.
and just going through turmoil. So you absolutely right about that. Yeah. Yeah. But hopefully we can hear from some of our brothers and sisters there in Tanzania soon. We don't want to hold you long. I know my wife has to do some things,
Yep.
but we're definitely grateful to be here in the beautiful country of America. I know it's going through a lot. I know a lot of people, you know,
Mhm.
I know, but
Yeah, but
hey,
what country doesn't? What country doesn't?
exactly.
Name
And
one. You can't name one unless
exactly.
it's like nobody there, like Antarctica. There is none.
Hmm. Yeah, and we
There's
got to make it work here, family.
we can't say
Everything.
nothing is perfect. Nowhere is perfect. Nowhere, and that's what is this is proving. God is showing us nowhere is perfect.
That's
You're gonna
right.
deal with something everywhere you go. Everywhere. You
That's
can't
right.
run and find something. You're running from yourself, really. You
You
can't
can't
run.
run.
It's
Yeah,
teaching us. You can't run from things. You have to stand up, be a man, be a woman, and do what you got to do.
you
You
gotta
know.
do what you
So
gotta
it's,
do.
it's rough here. Okay, it's rough, but there are things to do to make it not so
Exactly.
make it a little smoother. You know, everywhere you
Exactly.
are, you gotta sit down and make it work. And if you choose to be there, yeah.
Exactly.
So
And
nowhere is
nobody can make it
nowhere.
better, your situation better than you. Oh, you have to be the one to make the situation better.
Exactly.
Us,
Yeah.
you know, we have to be the ones to make it better here in our country because nobody else is gonna do it. You know, and when you get to fleeing and running, you know, you just leave your country and you leaving the part of yourself. I don't understand how people could just like do that and never want to go back to their country ever again. Like I can't understand that one, but it's definitely important to hold your country down and to make your situation better. And I've learned that through this whole nomadic experience. That's one of the lessons I learned, that no matter how much you run around and do all of this nomading around, like, you got to make sure your home is straight. You know what I mean? Because wherever you are, your home is always going to be on your mind. You know, your family, your loved ones, you know, just your whole city, your whole situation. You know, it's always going to be on your mind, and it's always going to be there. You're always going to be checking on the phone and seeing what's going on in your country. You know, so there's no way you can run. You have to face your problems. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned through this whole nomadic experience. You have to face your problems, and you have to face them head on, family. Yeah. So we're about to let you go, family.
Yeah, I gotta
we
go.
definitely appreciate
But,
you
definitely,
all for coming.
definitely.
Go ahead.
Definitely. Thank y'all always for tuning in. It is very important. Being a content creator is not easy. It is work, and it is caring. You have to care about what you do. We do enjoy being who we are, the unapologetic nomads. We're still doing our thing, and we thank you so much for your love, your support. Always, we love you guys. Don't forget to set your clocks back. Time goes back tonight.
Yeah, do. Yes,
Daylight
it
savings
does.
time. We gain an hour, y'all. We gain one more hour of sleep.
Yeah.
But that's all from me. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love.
That's right. And to our Tanzanian brothers and sisters, Tuke Pamoja, Kwahele, peace to the family.
All right.
One love. And hopefully everyone's good. We love y'all, and we appreciate y'all, family. Oh, yeah. And I have a show coming up this Friday at the Pony Trail in Philly. It's going to be my first time back. So, you know, I probably, yeah. And I ain't got my wife with me, so I'm doing it with the band and everything. So, you know, it's going to be interesting, family. So peace and love to the family. If you're in West Philly, check us out this Friday, November 8th at the Pony Trail in West Philly. Everything is, not everything is free, but to get in is free. They got drinks. They got the best roast beef sandwiches and turkey sandwiches there. So you can check that out in West Philly. I'm going to read one more comment before we go out, and then we out.
Peace. I got to go.
All right, babe. I see you. Trecklum says, how are we going to make it work here? We as a people, we have no power. All the Malcolm. No, first of all, we do have a lot of power. You tripping. What is the intrinsic value of staying here and just dying? You was insane to say we don't have no power, man. We some of the most powerful people on this planet, man, because we can move cultures with no weapons, fam. You know how powerful that is to be able to, you know, when I go to all these other countries, there's people trying to dress like us, talk like us, dance like us. You know how much power that is? And we don't put no weapons on them. You know, like back in the day, you know, they had to like enforce Christianity on people, kill people, and do all of these things to force them to be Christians. We don't have to force nobody to be in the hip hop, to be trying to dress like us. We just be ourselves. That's power all within itself. So you was insane to say we don't have no power, and you tripping, man. Matter of fact, you could come on here. I'm gonna put the link in here because you talking foolishness, and I want to see who you is, because you probably is some kind of tether or something, saying some stupid stuff like that. We got all the power. You better get your face fixed. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna be out, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, family, and we the unapologetic nomads, and we unapologetically nomadic, family. Y'all be easy out there in the streets and set your clock back.